Very cool.
I believe the show has officially started.
All right, we're live.
Yeah,
I mean, our guest is here, so we are like fully live now
indeed.
with Hanging with the Friends.
Hanging with the
I didn't see what
friends.
episode that was because I just changed the title card. But tonight we are
24.
joined, number 24, we're joined by PC3.
Yeah,
PC3.
divisible by 4, 6, 3, and 8. That's that number
Right.
24 and 12.
Hello.
That's right.
Some fun
What
numbers.
up, dude?
Hey.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's an awesome hat you got on, man.
Yeah.
See, like, I thought I was cool because I had glasses on and you brought a hat. I didn't get the memo, dude. That's awesome.
He's one step ahead of us.
Next
Dude.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know. I'm going to see. Maybe one of my daughter's hats is in here. No, it's not. Next time.
Sweet.
Is that a T-Rex in the background?
Where? Oh, no. You know this? Remember?
Oh, no. He's got the...
Oh, what? You got Bill the Cat?
Oh, dude.
That's so sick, dude. That's awesome.
I saw
You
that
know that-
video, the last one you guys did with the guy from
With
Selma.
Stephen Kirk. Yeah, Stephen
Yeah,
Kirk.
yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's dope.
Oh, man.
I've had
Dude,
it for
that's
years.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's cool.
Yeah. So we live or what?
We are.
Yeah, we're live, dude. We're here.
The
We're just
world is
waiting on el
watching.
compadre.
Okay.
Waiting on el compadre to get here. The
Late.
Zeekster.
The
It's all good,
Zeekster.
man. He's always fashionably late. You know
Yeah.
that.
I taught him.
Come on,
that.
man. You worked with him
Taught him
before.
that.
You know how it is. Yeah.
He's a bit of a maverick, that Zeke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's up, man? Thanks for making time to come on here with us, dude.
Cool. Yeah, man, shit. Just hanging out, man, surviving. You know.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
We know the feeling.
Right.
And everything, so shit. It's like,
Who would have
Is this,
thought?
is this? Are you guys gonna edit this out later and post? I kind
Dude, this is live, brother. This is live. It's all good,
curse a lot,
man.
so.
Hey, it's okay. We are fucking cool with that. It's okay. you know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to share it on my page.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
thank
Cool.
you.
No worries, man. It's
Yeah.
cool. Thank you.
Let's see. All right.
Yeah, this is after hours, man. It's okay. We can let our hair down. We can say a
Yeah.
couple F-bombs here and there. No one's gonna say nothing.
Yeah, we've, this is the Nick at Night of
Exactly.
Facebook conversations.
Right.
All right,
You know what's
man.
sad is that Nick at Night's like
Yeah.
Friends and like Family Matters and stuff that we watched growing up. It's like
Really?
that's not classic TV, man.
No.
Like, come on.
When I was back when I was bopping on Nick at Night, it was like the Monkeys. They had the Monkeys on there.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had Lucy. They had like Dobie Gillis and shit like that, and like Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
Everything was
Yeah.
black and white, man. So I'm not okay with them like showing shows that were like that close to like our youth. You know what I mean? I don't know.
You should bring back like classic Nick at Night again.
They
Classic
should,
Nick.
man. Classic Nick, exactly.
I feel like with all these
I think they
streaming
used to have it
networks.
way back when.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh no, I was saying they bring back all the good stuff like the slime and everything.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, dude. Exactly. The Gap.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, in Nickelodeon, that meant something else. You know what I mean? Gak. It's like the green stuff.
that's a classic Nick one.
Right. You can't say, what is that? You can't do that on television?
That's the one, yeah.
Dude, I love that show.
That's the
I
one
think
a lot of
Alanis
shows on.
Morissette.
Yeah,
Alanis Morissette was on that, right?
that's right. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Do you remember that, Mike, or was that before your time?
I don't know. Was it the 90s? Because if it was the 90s, then I was definitely.
No, it was the 80s.
Ah,
Late 80s,
darn.
yeah.
I just know they have the Kids' Choice Awards, and they keep sliming they keep just dumping slime on everybody, right? On the Kids' Choice Awards.
Yeah.
And I always just
Right,
thought
right.
these poor people, man. They have like these dignified careers, you know. They've spent so much time building up all this prestige in their
Yeah.
screen acting career just to get like green slime just all over their clothes. And
Well, I
Yeah.
remember Tropic Thunder. They actually kind of make fun of that, right? Where Robert Downey Jr. is like, "Well, maybe you'll get a Teen Choice Award or whatever, or Nick Choice Award. Maybe they'll even slime you." You know, he's telling the young guy that.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
So, so you guys been practicing like from Zoom and everything or anything like that?
You know, well, we were trying to find some kind of solution for that, but there's like a latency issue when it comes to so like doing music. You know how like it's super important to be right in time, otherwise stuff starts sounding a little too experimental. You know,
Yeah.
like too experimental. So we weren't able to figure that out yet. We've been researching a few other platforms, and so far we haven't figured that out. We started jamming like socially, like you know, like keeping like pretty distant in a real big rehearsal space, and that was cool. We've been doing that for a while now. I don't remember exactly when we started. It was in the summer, and we went down to NoHo in LA to go rehearse with Mike not so long ago.
Oh, that's right.
We
Yeah,
got the biggest room. Yeah, you saw. I think you probably saw that, right? Yeah. We got like the biggest room they had, and we all like stayed in our corner.
So you guys just jamming.
Yeah.
Or you guys recording on some stuff.
No, we were just working on some things. You know what I mean? Tinkering like always. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know? Yeah.
Man, I've been out of it, so.
Yeah. How long's it been since you've been playing, man? How long has it been since you've been in a band?
About 8 years or so. You know?
Wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, not much has changed. It's you assemble a team and then you get working. For everybody who's just tuning in, this is Philip Cortez III, correct?
That's correct.
And I feel like Ruben and Zeke probably have a long-standing friendship with you, but this is my first time meeting you, so it's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
You too, Mike.
I know that you were in the legendary Her Ghost, which I wish I had an opportunity to be around for, but correct me if I'm wrong. That was with Joseph and Zeke, or am I thinking of something else?
That was Joseph and Zeke, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Elio and Mike.
And Mike too, yeah.
Yeah.
Another Mike, not
No, I was there. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Mike is such a rare name, but
right. Hey, at least you don't have a sandwich named after you, man.
Oh yeah.
The Ruben.
And
right.
You're also a DJ, correct?
Oh, off and on, just a bedroom DJ, you know.
That's cool.
Hey, it's like the best DJs, man. Come on.
I own on yet, you know. So.
Well, you're also probably your toughest critic, right?
Yeah, oh, definitely. That's why you don't see all my stuff out there anymore.
Well, you were also in Chola too, once upon a time, man.
Yeah.
That's where I met you. I met you through Chola.
Yeah. What band are you in back then?
Breaking Hour with Zeke.
Hour, that's the one. Oh, is it
you went to go see us at the Catalyst, yeah.
That's okay, that's the one. That's the famous story, you know what I mean?
Right.
What's
how I met Zeke and everything like that.
Right.
I was actually doing what I was doing there was I was actually doing my old website, what I'm doing like kind of like doing now on Instagram. I was doing that back in the day, and I was scoping you guys out for my website, you know, for promoting and all that stuff. That was way back, what, 2003?
7 or 6 or something like that.
Was it early?
Maybe 5. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I had just started dating my wife, so it was probably 2005, 2006.
5 or 6. Yeah, 5 or 6.
Right.
5 or 6.
Yeah, Zeke wasn't married yet either. Him and Susie were just dating too.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember that was that show where I was talking to Josh when we couldn't broadcast the talk we had with him, but we showed up to that show. Josh Torres was in the band at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a line around the building, around the Catalyst. We were playing, we were like so excited. We're like, dude, packed house, right? We walk in and all these kids are going upstairs to another room. We're like, wait, come back, you know? And like we played to Philip and like 4 other people.
That was a good show, man. That was a good show.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You know?
It was a good show.
I went upstairs too. I was like, okay, so where's it at, you know?
I know, I saw you. I was like, damn, even Philip's leaving?
So it's always a bit of a jip when, you find out the venue has like these multiple stages and levels and stuff, and you're just like, darn it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like 10, 15 Folsom has like 5 levels on there. I came here to see one guy and like, okay, where is he at? You know?
Hey, so let me ask you a question, Philip. Were you there the famous night that Zeke had his incident at the what do they call it? The place in San Leandro.
That's practice spot?
Yeah, remember they used to do shows there. Were you on that show when that
You talking
happened?
about a stage dive?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
am talking about the famous
Oh, I've
stage
heard about
dive.
this.
I think the footage is still on YouTube somewhere. I gotta dig it up.
You got to dig it up, man. Yeah, I need to
It's
see
like a
that.
nice little. It looks like what's his name? Like the $1 million man, the bionic guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. Like that, yeah.
Just he didn't stick the landing. That's it.
He got hurt, right? He like broke
He got
a.
hurt bad.
Yeah, yeah,
Oof.
He tore his ACL.
It's one of those
yeah,
School of Rock moments, right? Where you
yeah,
jump out in the
Yeah.
audience and then
yeah.
everybody moves or something. That's a
Well,
bummer, dude.
it's crazy because like he was just trying to jump off the stage to sing on the floor, like you do,
Yeah.
when you're performing. The thing is that stage is way higher than it seems. It's way higher. It's like, honestly, it's like
You're
a,
chest high almost.
yeah,
Yeah, I
totally.
was like,
It's like a middle schooler high. You know what I mean? Like
and it's in the
the whole
dark, and
height
you
of a
can't
middle
even
schooler.
see the floor. The floor is black too, so it's like it looks like a big old
Right.
pit of darkness down there.
Of
Oh
the
man.
abyss of nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he finished the whole show, so. But
Yeah,
Wow.
he was like sitting down, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What a trooper, dude. That's
And I think
Yeah.
we had a show. We had our first show, I think, in Modesto, probably like the next few weeks, and we had to cancel that because he wasn't able to do it. You know, he was
Nah. He
yeah.
wasn't able to even.
dangerous and everything. Yeah. So that was fun. What a memory, man.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
I've had my share of falls too on stage. So.
yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Just gotta laugh it off and get up, right?
Yeah, whatever.
I sprained my ankle right before a show once, and I just I had a cane, on
Okay.
stage, so I just did a bunch of fun things with a cane. But
Should have put one of the
yeah,
nice hats on. Put a nice little, pimp hat. Just.
Pimp hat. Well, due to the advice from my wife, he's not allowed to wear the pimp outfit anymore, right?
Okay.
Right, yeah,
Nah, just kidding.
that's right.
The first
One of
show
the
I saw him, right? Yeah.
One of the stipulations of me joining was no more pimp suit.
It was like a lime green. This isn't a joke. It was a lime green pimp suit he used to wear.
Right.
It was like super neon, It was cool.
I mean, the bummer is like, it was like a Halloween costume, and it's like looking back on it, if I was to buy a pimp suit and actually wear a pimp suit now, it's like you got to get the real deal,
Well, you kind of have a pimp suit. You have that number 4 era Scott Weiland pimp suit, that silver one, man. You got that.
Oh, that's right. That took me that took a lot of years to find that. And there's this place in downtown San Jose called Hammer and Lewis. Have you been to Hammer and Lewis?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hammer and Lewis had it, and they were, and I was like, "Oh man, this is amazing!" And like, the two people that own it, these two older ladies, they're just super excited and super into like trying to sell me something. So I was like, "Oh, I don't know if it's gonna fit," and they're like, "Oh, we'll make it fit. Don't worry. Yeah, we'll do whatever you need, man." And so they really helped me out and tailored this. They call it shark skin, right? A shark skin suit. So yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I barely ever bust that out anymore.
That's an awesome suit, though, man. You got a red one too, right?
Red, green. I don't wear the green one because it makes me look like I'm like a leprechaun or something. So that's not really a fun look.
You did, but now you got the shades, so now you look like Lawnmower Man or something. I don't know. Dude,
Right? Yeah. The shades pull it together a little bit better.
Right.
Let's go and
Hey.
Hammer and Lewis in the 70s.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything comes back in style, man. It's just like people used to make fun of me for wearing my dad's jacket when I was a little kid, and then 10 years later, everybody's like, "Man, where'd you get that jacket?" That's so funny. It happens.
Yeah.
It was one of those like old school, like from the 70s, like Dolomite, like leather jackets, like a real like orange brown. I used to get
Nice.
made fun of for wearing it, but it was a nice jacket.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's funny, how trends kind of come and go like that, right? I mean,
Right.
there seems to be a science to it which is weird. You know, I remember in middle school, I was all about Ninja Turtles, and everybody would make fun of me for being into Ninja Turtles.
Right.
2 years later, this whole big resurgence of Ninja Turtles culture came back around, and everybody's like, you know, because everybody had their like nostalgia, like hipster kind of mentality in high school, and they're like, oh man, yeah, Ninja Turtles, so cool. And I was like, I liked it before you all did.
Yeah, exactly. Ain't it a trip to be cool, right? You know what I mean?
Well, didn't you guys have your hipster your suit and tie style sky review?
Oh man, don't bring that up, man. Come on.
Yeah.
We did do that. You know what? We did that up until somebody was like, "Hey, are you guys a bunch of like lawyers or like CPAs?"
Well, our first photo shoot when I joined the band, it was very much like that. It was suits and ties and stuff.
Right.
And yeah, I was into it, but looking back, it was like, yeah, it was a curious thing. I love how Zeke was with us for like a minute, and then he just like effed off.
Like, yeah, he's like, nah, psych. You know what I mean?
No. Wrong costume. Wrong costume.
I know, right? He was all about to log on. He's all wearing.
Hey, Mark's here. Mark, nothing's wrong with lawyers. Absolutely not. And out of all the lawyers I know, my friend, I like your style the most.
I do too.
So Philip, I want to know more about you because I know absolutely nothing about you. So you're in Her Ghost. You met Ruben when he was in Breaking Hour. You stole Zeke from Breaking Hour and brought him into Her Ghost, is possibly what I'm hearing. Or was it?
Sort of. No,
Yeah.
I think they came and got me actually. They
Gotcha.
came and found me because I had actually gotten out of Chola, and then let's see, Joseph and I actually had another little mini project in between Her Ghost and Chola.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have any. There was no name for it, but we had jammed a few times out in San Francisco, and nothing really ever came about with that.
All right, you were at that haunted fort with that drummer. He told me all those stories about that. It was scary as yeah.
It's actually pretty cool.
A haunted fort.
When you had to use the restroom, you had to go down these stairs, and it looked like it kind of looked like these hallways, like these army. There was like an army barracks. That's what it was.
It was an army barracks. That's what it was. Yeah.
Oh.
You just hear all these creaks, and it's just
it's creepy, right? Was it the Presidio or what was that? Wolf something?
Yeah, the Presidio.
I just remember Joseph telling me all these stories, and we were like, because me and Joseph worked hours on recording, and we would just talk about like cool things, and that was one of the things he brought up a lot was the Presidio. Sorry, Mark, you were gonna say something, dude?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I was in this band called Illusion Lounge back in like 2007, 2008. And after I quit that band, they actually started playing in, I believe, the same area because they described it the same way. It was like really kind of scary. It was a scary part of, and it was like a bunker, right? Yeah. I wonder if that's the same place.
Yeah, and the rooms were like cemented rooms.
Oh.
If you're a loud band, they just bounced off the walls.
They said whenever they would drive into San Francisco to practice there, they said they would drive past this fence and there would be some dude with a gun just following the cars.
What the hell? Really?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Every time they drove past this one house, there'd just be this dude just following them with his gun.
Damn.
Oh.
I don't want to practice that bad,
Yeah. So Joseph and I, we did that for a while, and then that ended up just fizzling out. And then it was Elio, the drummer from Butcher, Oakland band, who actually got in contact with I believe it was Joseph or Zeke at the time, and they contacted me about putting together a band, Her Ghost. I said sure, why not? So they're the one that souped me up, So
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I felt like you guys were like a band of brothers, man. Like, I remember going to your guys' debut show at Agave, man. Right, which is right down the street from where I live.
Yeah,
I could walk there. I mean, I'm not gonna
Oh.
walk there, but I can walk there if I wanted to. Yeah, totally.
That was a good show. Yeah, that was a good show. That was our first show, actually.
It was your first show, your debut show. Yeah, I remember.
That was the first show, yeah.
That was super cool.
Yeah, that was a good fun band.
Yeah.
That was that was my last band that I was in. 2010, 11 or something like that. And then before that, I was in I was in Chola.
Chola, right? They had a cool sound.
Yeah,
I'm always,
three versions.
I'm always really interested in the lore, when it comes to Ruben and Joseph and Zeke, and now you, my new friend. It's interesting. I would love to like match up the timelines someday.
Yeah.
Because I think, have you all been based in was it always San Jose bands, or was it other cities, or
Mostly San Jose.
Mostly San Jose, but you guys rehearsed in like Hayward or Oakland or something, right?
San Leandro, yeah.
San Leandro. I'm sorry, San Leandro, right? Because Elio was out there, right?
Yeah, and the more of the shows that we did were East Bay, Oakland, around there. A couple of them down here in San Jose, but I think we were trying to break more out there in the East Bay, which was something different, which was something that I was, interested in.
Hey, word.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
So sorry I'm late, and then the computer was all freaking out on me. It wasn't even working, man. So
All good. It just adds to the narrative, Just adds
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the. We have
Right,
a
to
little
the story, the
subplot coming
mythos.
on, yeah.
Well, let me ask something. I remember, you were talking about the scary creepiness of what the Presidio barracks were like. Your guys' names stem from something supernatural too. Her ghost, right?
Yeah.
to be honest, dude, I think our drummer made that shit up, dude. I ate it up. I ate it up real quick. I remember he just told us one story that he saw, or somebody he knew saw a ghost out in the creek area, right? And he's like, oh, her name's Ellen, and we're like, Ellen, what the hell? All right, that's cool.
That was the name of your like first single though too.
Yeah,
Was Ellen?
It was, man. It was.
Oh wow.
But I remember Elio wanted to write to it, and he had a chorus that went like, "Oh, Ellen."
And you're all, and the 5 Grammys later, you're like, you were right, Elio.
I
You
know,
were
huh?
right.
That's funny. That's funny that he says that, because every time like if I see it on the that song on the computer or something, I sing that stupid lyric like that. I sing that song like that. I go, he's right.
Oh, Elio. Dude, I would have remembered that. That's dope.
Yeah, I remember
you
we
guys had a. Oh, go ahead, dude.
we did an interview there too. And I forgot with what local newspaper, but
Oswaldo, I think it was like El Observador or something like that.
yeah, they came over, and Elio was telling them that story. About the ghost. They believed us. I don't think they believed him, man. But it was in that video. I remember.
It was. I remember that. And you guys played like SB too, right? Like the song you guys were jamming.
Oh yeah. Hey, Philip, do you want to tell them what the acronym is?
Nah, I think.
That's why I brought it up, man. That's why I brought it up.
Oh man, I didn't think you were gonna make me laugh today, man. Shit. I gotta clean up Elliot's shit on now, huh?
I think somebody in
before I do that, let me go back a little bit further on the ghost thing.
Yeah.
He had sent us all an email of this picture of another band that was in that we used to share the room with. He sent a picture of the ghost. It was like this guy in a band, and this guy was standing outside of the building, and there's like a little faint little girl in the background, which looked like photoshopped or something. So if he said he kind of fibbed it, it now looks like Photoshop.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Was that like a three men and a baby kind of situation where you think you see something in the background?
Yeah.
Z could be Steve Gutenberg, I guess, right?
Yeah. Fucking Elio. So SB, I wasn't even involved in this song because I think I missed some practices on when this song was thought of.
Yeah.
Like, we have a new song. It's called SB. I go, SB, what's that mean? Elio goes, it's called Succulent Balls. That was Elio's humor.
Yeah, that was Elio's inside
Hey,
joke.
hey, man, it was catchy. It was catchy. I still remember the chorus. It was like, baby,
Yeah,
da-na, some shit like that, right? It was hella catchy, dude.
it was pretty heavy too.
It was, right,
It was pretty fun to play. It's pretty fun to play.
right.
I remember telling Elio, dude, that succulent thing ain't gonna work. Let's just say it's sweaty. Sweaty balls will work. That way it's better.
You took it from like being X-rated to being like PG-13. You know, that's cool.
Right. Yeah.
Cool. It's more marketable. So you were already thinking marketing. You know, since now you're like our marketing guru when it comes to like our stories. You were already doing that back then.
Hey man, I just look at other people's websites and I try to rip them off. That's like,
That makes sense. Yeah.
That was one of the songs that we had just to fill in a show so we can get a show. Like maybe
Yeah.
we got 5 songs, so we need a 6th song to stretch out 30 minutes. So let's put in SB.
yeah.
Just throw it in there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you guys. You know, and for the audience, we have our silent partner Joseph Medina, who who collaborates on a lot of the music, and occasionally still plays some shows with us. But he's very mysterious, and I don't really know anything about him, and he's just a big mystery. So I want to take this opportunity to know kind of how Joseph got into the fold, because I mean, it sounds like you guys have known Joseph for what, like 10 or 15 years or something? How did you meet Joseph?
I used to have we used to have a nice practice spot in my house downtown. It was like in a garage. We converted it into a studio practice spot. One day he was just there. Jamming.
I feel like that's accurate. I feel like he just appeared
Showed
into the
up.
ethos. From the ethos, he just materialized.
Out of a cloud of smoke.
That was it. He was
The
just there.
Metachlorians made him happen, you know?
He was always there. That I don't know. Should I uncover his mysteriousness?
You're like, you were sworn, right? You were sworn. You signed the thing, right? The NDA or whatever.
I'll take it back further before that. Before I met Joseph, I was in another band, Symphony in Silence. That was
Right.
the one band that I started that I was in, that started my whole San Jose local band, love of music down here. But anyways, I left that band. I'd started another little project with a female singer, and her and I had did some music together. But I was itching to play live again, so what my idea was to find another guitar player, like an acoustic player, that I can go out and do the coffee houses with, just jam on the coffee houses with. And Joseph had a Craigslist ad on Craigslist, and he had some samples up. Or we got together, we got back and forth on Craigslist, and we both exchanged ideas. And he had some acoustic songs, and I was digging on them. I started jamming on bass with them. So then we got together. I think both of us were just kind of shy, introverted. Neither of us knew how to sing, but we didn't want to sing together,
Yeah.
in front of each other.
Yeah.
We would like get a drummer and just start jamming and start trying to start a band and stuff like that. That's how that started. And so I was already in touch with the female singer, so I asked her if she wanted to sit in and jam with us, and it all fit. And that's how Cholo started.
Nice.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And Joseph and I just clicked, and he had a bunch of ideas, and he liked my ideas. He had a sound, and then I had a sound in my head, and he kind of just, we met together and just, started jamming. That was the first version of Cholo. That was just our first drummer. That was the first. We didn't have a sound. We had a sound. But we didn't know which way we were going to go. Because I think those first songs that we had were like really like poppy.
Yeah.
Kind of almost rockabilly-ish. Some of them were, really really poppy, dreamy. And the second version of Cholo with their second drummer, Eric,
right.
That was the connection. That was the hit right there. That was the Cholo that I had in my head. And that's a whole nother story. That's how Joseph and I met through a Craigslist.
Yeah.
Acoustic music.
I remember you talked to maybe it was Zeke who did a podcast with you when you were doing a podcast back, way back when, and you were saying how you thought the sound we were going to do was going to be very like folky because Joseph writes a lot of good folky songs. He really does.
Yeah.
Like, his acoustic stuff is
Yeah.
good. I listened to his stuff when I first started jamming with him. We didn't really materialize a band for like a year, but he sent me like no joke, like maybe like 20 something songs, and they were all awesome, cool, dreamy, folky songs.
Yeah.
So I could totally see that, you know what I mean? I could see him going down that route, but he always had like an electronic element to his music,
Yeah. Like when I first heard his stuff, I go, okay, well, I can play bass on this, and I go, we could throw some stuff behind it and be kind of like Ride, remember like Ride or like Lush, but kind of like electronic. It was like even before like Team Sleep came about. I had the idea of Team Sleep because of Joseph's guitar playing.
Totally.
Yeah. So the idea was there. It was just finding the right drummer, and but the first version of Chola was pretty cool. I mean, it was really catchy stuff, and it's still catchy stuff. It's like I used to say like we were talking about Nickelodeon earlier. Like that stuff can go on Nickelodeon shows right there. Boom.
Right. Clarissa explains it all, right?
I got talking to everybody. We're gonna go market that to Nickelodeon. We're gonna keep those songs in there.
Right, and like I said, you're like 5 Grammys later. You're like, I was right,
Yeah. You really are.
Now, the project that you had before Chola, the project you had before Chola, what was that one called? Euphoria?
Periphery.
Oh,
Periphery.
Periphery.
That was with me and Senya. That was just a little electronic. That was just her and I was just making these little beats and little loops and stuff like that, and I just wanted like a female singer, to sing over those. It was actually my secret weapon to get back to the first band that I was in. I was actually plotting my what do you call it? My comeback, really. You know what I mean?
Right. Your triumphant reemergence, right?
My comeback. Yeah.
Right.
Are we?
That's cool.
That project was really good. I remember you gave me a CD, man, and I was blown away by the material, by all the songs you had on there. I think it was ahead of its time, because it kind of reminded me kind of like a neo soul, but mixed with like trip hop. It was pretty sick, man. It was really sick.
Kind of like Portishead-ish?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Portishead-ish, right.
Which I know, Philip, you're heavily influenced by hip hop beats and all that, right?
Yeah. I was an old break dancer, so
that's awesome. Yeah,
that's cool.
And I want to thank you for that, because I think some of that rubbed off on Joseph. When we work on stuff, he adds a little bit of that like hip hop feel with his beats, and I mean I love that shit. It's awesome,
Oh yeah, we like I'm sure you guys have. We've sat in rooms for hours, just
hours, literally, yeah.
And you
totally, man.
Sometimes you find that little magic in there, and you just lose it. You know what I mean? There's so much magic that you find, and then you just lose it in that moment. So there's stuff on that. There's stuff that you live in the moment with music that you can't even put on tape. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You created it, and it's like it never comes back, right?
Yeah. That's what hip hop and trip hop beats make me feel. You know what I mean? That's what that music does to me. That's what I was trying to do with Periphery. If you go back and look up on YouTube a band called SpaceX, you understand where Periphery was where I was trying to take Periphery on. That kind of trip. It was like you said, it was like neo soul, trip hop, with a female vocalist on there.
You're gonna have to send me a link to that.
Yeah, is there a way to find that?
Yeah, I'll post it up for y'all. Yeah.
Right on.
Sick. Awesome.
I think if you go on my High and Active Instagram page, I think there's some stuff on there too.
Oh, cool.
Go way down to the bottom of it. You'll see some stuff. You'll see Cholo stuff up in there too.
Right.
Little tips and music and everything too.
Nice. Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was Periphery. I didn't get bored with that project. I just started missing playing live again. So I put that on the back burner, and I kind of ghosted Senya for a while. Back then, there was no ghosting back then.
It wasn't ghosting back then, right? It was
ghosting. It was an Ellen ghost.
Yeah.
It was like I lost my pager or I didn't pay my phone bill back then. That's what it was. You know, you tell folks that.
Yeah, I didn't pay the phone bill. Yeah,
Right.
So when I needed a singer, I actually had to go and I had to actually beg for her to come back. I didn't have to beg for her, but I sent her a big long apology note and email and say, you got to do this project with me. I go, no, we can do something with this. That's another little backstory to Chola.
So I don't know if this is a bad thing to ask, but you did mention a band before that.
Symphony and Science. Yeah, that was my first band.
Okay.
My third band. My first band was in like high school. We were just a little garage band, but that was my third band. I was actually the singer in the Symphony and Silence.
Oh, cool.
Because I was already making little electronic beats on my own, and I had no musician friends, and I had no singer friends, so I was trying to sing on my own stuff. And I played it around for a few people. Some friends, a friend of a friend, hit me to some people. I met some people on Craigslist, and that's how Symphony and Silence was born. Shout out to Anthony Lopez, Esteban, who else? I'm gonna give Kyman, Martin. I'm gonna miss on Wally. Who else? I'm saying Kyman, Wally, Martin, Wally. Whoever I miss, it'll come to me. The wet brain will kick in. Hang on. But that's how Symphony and Silence started. Yeah, I was a singer in the band, and because I was doing these little electronic beats, I kind of sounded good in the closet, but live I couldn't. My voice was shit and not strong. It's not strong right now. I can't even stand right now talking to you guys. But anyways, I stepped down and let them do their thing, and that's when I started Periphery.
Yeah.
Periphery was just, okay, guys, and I'm gonna do this without you. It's like taking the football. I'm gonna go take the football. That was it. It was a little butt hurtness, but that's how creativity starts.
It happens. Hey, it happens sometimes.
Yeah. But it just snowballed, and actually everybody in those bands now I'm still friends with, and we're all cool and everything.
That's good.
So, it's So that was first band. So there's clips on the Instagram also of the band also. There's not. I'm pretty sure we'll get some up there soon.
Oh,
what kind of stuff did you guys play in the band in high school? Was it like the Monster Mash and stuff like that?
The high school band, we did a cover of. I knew you guys were gonna ask this. I'm just gonna forget the fucking songs. U2. What's that song? U2. All I Want Is You. You know that song by U2?
Was that off of Octoon Baby?
I think it's before that one. All I Want Is You. We did a Cure song. What's that Cure song? Love song? Is it?
Love song? Yeah, love song.
Oh yeah.
We did New Order.
Oh, so you guys were dope. You guys were hella dope then.
We were covering the Sundays. We were covering like a lot of the modern rock stuff, like especially like when Live 105 was playing older modern rock.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, mostly cover songs.
That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah, we had our first show. Shout out to Rene Perez. Rene Perez, he was our singer.
Yeah.
We were scheduled for our first show. It was kind of like this lowrider show at Prush Park, at Emma Prush Park.
Oh, yeah. Right there on Story and King. Right, Story and King. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we were all psyched out to do it. We rehearsed all our songs and everything, and it got rained out.
Yeah.
It sucks.
And I think that killed the band. And that killed that band, and everybody just went their separate ways.
Man.
But in those talks with that band, I was talking with our keyboardist, and he was talking about going off and doing another project, an electronic project, and he told me the name Symphony and Silence. This was in 1988 or 89, and then that never took off, and time went on. And then 1999, 2000 is when I started the Symphony and Science. That's when I started Symphony and Science band.
Oh, okay.
That's where I got that from.
That's cool, man. That's cool. That you were able to get inspired by that and then, turn it into a project. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before that, or after that band, I was in a brief band called Bangle Raj here in San Jose. I was playing bass for Bangle Raj. They were kind of like they were this punk band, kind of like pre Green Day, but like right when Nirvana hit.
Okay.
Nirvana killed everything.
Yeah. Everything changed after that, right?
I kind of killed that band because we did a lot of covers, Nirvana covers too, but it was kind of like people were already done with it. And like Green Day was just on the hit, but that band was just like a good Green Day band. I wish I had clips of that band because it was a trio.
Yeah.
They were called Bangalore. Shout out to Bobby, shout out to John. I really wish I had clips of them. It was just a really powerful band. They were just powerful band, kind of a 3-piece Ramones.
Oh wow, yeah.
For me to catch up with those guys. You know, they gave me some chops. They gave me some fast chops. I played only one show with them at One Step Beyond, which is the old Santa Clara Club.
Yeah.
That off of Martin, which had great shows back in the day, man. Like I have a bunch of flyers I'm gonna post up on the Instagram of like old Red Hot Chili Peppers from 1985 and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's dope.
These flyers are like handwritten or just like cut and paste, copy and paste kind of flyers. Like,
And then they just run them in the Xerox, right?
Yeah, and that's why I trip out. I'm like, where are these at online? It's like a lot of the stuff online. They're like really, you can tell like I don't know, they're like going away or something. Because like when you look up shit online now, it's like really you can really see this stuff anymore.
It's buried in like all the other stuff. There's just so much information out now. That's the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's what
I miss the whole handmade flyer thing.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've been searching for.
Fanzines too, right? I used to love fanzines when I was a kid, man. I used to get into a lot of like bands that way.
Yeah.
But just like even going out as a band and like putting these, you know what I mean? Like doing making an effort to actually go out and put flyers up and hand them to people and all that. I feel like, ever since Facebook made events a thing.
It's MySpace, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember back in the day, I got in trouble when I had just gotten out of high school and we were playing this like little fiesta thing at St. John Vianney, right? And we were excited because we got like a pretty good spot. So we made like a bunch of like huge flyers, like banners basically, but they were paper ones. And we went to every single high school in the area in the east side.
Oh, wow.
And we put them up we broke into the high schools and put them up with like hella tape. So they were going to struggle to get them down, and hella people came because of that. And then like we got in trouble for that though,
It's funny. Now you mentioned like putting them up in high schools, right? Like overnight, right? You went there like
overnight.
after hours. Yeah.
Right.
I remember there was this band in town that was like really popular and not that I didn't hate them and I'm sure they were nice people. But me and a friend, because we were always wandering into the high school after hours. It's just what people did.
Kids do. Right.
Yeah. And we saw that this band had put up these nice, really nice flyers everywhere, all over the fences, all over the walls. And and keep in mind, I mean, I'm like 16 or 17. All right. But we literally went around to the whole school and took every single one of them down and then left.
Damn.
Oh man.
But
Ruben comes by. What happened to my band?
He's like, I don't want to say names, but I'm a Mike. You weren't even in San Jose. He's like, I don't care.
I don't care.
I'm gonna make that happen. Crush your dreams, right? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I'm sure I'm sure they were just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
That's
crazy,
funny.
man. You think back to. I mean, I only really go back as far as like the aughts, right? Playing shows in the aughts and then playing shows in the tens, and just the whole band culture thing. Even just the difference between those 2 decades is crazy. Just a whole different game, a whole different way of doing things.
Right.
Really, I think the catalyst was like social internet, like, internet 2.0 kind of like changed a lot of things.
It did. I said MySpace, man. MySpace was the start, was the dawn of that,
Yeah.
Have you been on it like lately?
No, I don't even know how to get on there anymore. I forgot everything, all my information.
I
I don't even use that email address,
I go on it to chase stuff, and oh gosh, it's so slow. It's like slower than
Oh, yeah.
shit. It's like, come on. I was like,
Yeah, that's so crazy how we were just okay with that back in the days. We're like,
Yeah.
I'm going to go check this. It's going to take an hour, so I'm going to watch a movie while I'm doing that, And you were just okay with that. You're like, yeah, it just takes a long time, I'm going to upload a song. I'm going to watch all 3 of the X-Men movies while I'm doing that, It just took forever.
Well, and they used to have all those it's great. I started watching this channel called it's just called Wang, but he talks about all these internet legends, and it's a lot of stuff that happened, between that span of whatever 1998 and let's say 2008, right? Back when the internet was like the Wild West.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy, all this stuff that it used to exist, before the internet was really centralized. That doesn't really exist anymore, I don't think anybody knows who Brian Peppers is. I don't think anybody really remembers who that is, or John Teeter.
I don't remember either of those
Who
dudes.
is that?
John. Well, okay, so John Teeter was between 1998 and let's say 2001. This supposed time traveler popped up on the internet, and for whatever reason, people believed that he actually was a time traveler, and he was telling all these predictions that were going to happen, right? He said there was going to be a civil war in the year 2004, and then it would end by, I don't know, 2015 or something. Just outlandish bullshit. But it's weird, the internet used to be so different. There used to be all those pirate sites, right? Like Kazaa and WinMX and Napster, of course.
And LimeWire, right?
LimeWire.
LimeWire, man.
Yeah, I think LimeWire, for every single virus it gave my sister's computer, Yeah.
Man.
Absolutely.
I was trying to download the new Soldier Boy song, and then I'd get a virus.
For me, my favorite was it would be this is real. Slipknot, Korn, Deftones, collaboration.
Yeah.
And it would always be Hoobastank. It would always be
right.
Hoobastank.
There was this song that was supposedly Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, and Soundgarden, and it was just a Coldplay song.
Yeah. I think maybe that's where Rick rolling came from, right?
Yeah.
I don't even remember when that became a thing. That was the end of the odds, I think, right?
I think Philip is muted. Are you?
Hello.
Oh, okay, there you
are.
Oh,
no, I hear him.
Okay.
It's funny. That got me the other day, man. I saw an article on Facebook, and I was like, no way. And I clicked on it, and it was totally a Rickroll. I was like, man, I fell for that. It's been years since I fell for one of those.
Yeah.
It was Chino Moreno. Chino Moreno leaves the Deftones. It's like, no way. I totally fell for it.
Well, and the sad thing is once YouTube got monetized, specifically that music video by Rick Astley got monetized, so you couldn't Rickroll people anymore. You'd send it to them, and then they would just start an advertisement.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Philip, I wanted to ask you. For a while there, you were visiting LA. I would see that you would take a lot of pictures of popular LA spots. You would go to the cemeteries and visit spots where Janis Joplin was at or stayed in.
I don't get out there much, but when I do, I know there's a lot of shit out there. I'm a big music history buff. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
Whenever I go out there, we go see friends or family or something, and I always try to do a little side detour and go see something.
Yeah.
And then I'm a big Janis fan, so a lot of big time stuff in her life is still there. You know what I mean? Like the studios, the restaurants, hotels, and shit like that. So I always go up there and visit when I can.
Have you been to the Hollywood? What is it? Hollywood Forever. Is that the name? Hollywood Forever Cemetery?
Yeah. We go there.
Yeah.
That's Dee Dee, Johnny Ramone is out there. What's his name? From Soundgarden.
Yeah,
Chris
Chris Cornell's there.
Yeah.
Nina was on the show with us. She was talking about that.
Okay, yeah.
She would go visit him all the time. That she was like, he was going to be buried by the water, and he was. He was like right by the water.
Right.
Yeah, it's right near drawing room, I believe.
Oh. Wow.
I think she did say that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I always try to find something to go check out. Even down here. That's why down here is even better if I can find something out here. That's, somebody stayed somewhere. I'll go check it out.
Yeah.
I always go to like Star Records, like where Star Records used to be.
Yeah,
In San Jose.
that's funny.
I love Star Records, man.
Yeah, I just found the picture of it. I can only find one picture of it. Right.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
That's disappointing, man. That
That's
sucks.
what I'm saying. Yeah, there's some stuff in music that's like, especially local music
It's being lost.
that's getting lost. Not getting lost. It's not being documented. I don't know.
Right. That sucks.
Yes, I just decided I was gonna start posting up some stuff on my Instagram. There's a lot of stuff online,
It's really cool, man.
Yeah, if we can get one little hub of local music stuff like this, like little history stuff or whatever, it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of cool San Jose history, groups on Facebook and Instagram, but not one for like local music,
Music, right.
Not nothing for like cool local music, you know what I mean? Like frantic romantic stuff. But I'm that dude that goes to shows and does that. And I go steal the flyers off the wall. I'm the one taking the wig and going, God, I'm getting this one next.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
They're like, sir, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I'm busy right now. I'm taking this. This is mine now.
Yeah. So,
I always.
that's what I've been trying to do with the highly inactive stuff right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's cool, man. I mean, we're subscribed to that. I check in on that like pretty much every day.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you're super active for being highly inactive, right?
Hey, you
I
are
see a lot of
super
stuff.
active.
I go in
dude,
spurts.
that's cool.
I'll go in spurts, you know what I mean? I'll go, oh yeah, boom, boom, boom. I'll get a bunch of crap in my head, then I have enough. I'll go hang out somewhere else,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always hear so much about the Cactus Club, and that's unfortunately like, I wasn't really hanging around in San Jose until 2008, and the Cactus Club. I don't even know when the Cactus Club shut down or anything, but you always hear just all these legendary acts coming through the Cactus Club, and it's too bad I wasn't there to see that.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff out there for the Cactus Club because it's one of the more popular spots here, and so I have some stuff on there, but I kind of like want to fan out the Cactus Club. I want to put
Yeah, because folks know about that a lot. You know what I mean? You want the little gems,
Yeah.
to step beyond and like what was that other place? The Edge, right?
The Edge.
What about the Gaslighter?
Yep.
Gaslighter was dope.
Gaslighter Campbell, Gaslighter Gilroy.
Gilroy, I love the Gilroy one, but it was hard getting folks
I
to
love
those shows.
Theaters, man. Those are cool theaters to play.
Yeah, dude, we were regulars at the Gaslighter in the band I was in when I was in the 90s.
Okay.
I remember I think he was like the manager or something like that. He broke up a fight that happened between the band, like the singer and the drummer were like literally going to go at it. And like, I remember he calmed everybody down, and then he grabbed the drummer and he headbutted him and he said, "You're playing the show."
Oh shit!
And the drummer was like, all right. We played the show.
Wow.
And like, it was one of the best performances we ever did because he just were like, oh shit, like this is like an adult, like, you know what I mean? We were all kids. This is a straight adult. He just grabbed him by the side of the head and just headbutted the shit out of him. And he didn't knock him down or anything. I don't think he hit him that hard, but he hit him hard enough to make him play the show.
And then he played the best show of his life.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy, man.
It was crazy. I remember going out there and thinking, fuck, this is the last time we're ever going to play together. And it was, it was totally the last time we ever played together. And I was like, I'm going to try to break this little ramp right here. It was the Gilroy one. There's a little ramp that leads you onto the stage. It goes all the way down. And I was like, I'm going to try my hardest. I'm really going to try to break this. Like, I'm going to jump from here to there. And I wasn't even thinking about the music I was playing. I was just trying to break it the whole time, People were like, man, you were getting some air. And I was like, it didn't break,
Now, is that the Gilroy one? The back,
Gilroy.
The back,
Yeah.
like the back area, the load-in area is kind of like pretty much big open space.
Yeah. You can see the train going by.
Okay, yeah, that was where we played one time with Symphony and Silence. That was the one. Esteban will tell the story better than I will. Sorry. We were loading. We were like third band or maybe a last band. The band before us had put all the shit back there in that loading area. Somebody's guitar got stolen back there and shit like that. So we had to look out for our shit. These guys,
Right.
had their shit, these guys have their shit open. They're on stage, doing their thing, jumping around, boom, boom, boom. The singer, Cat, he says, "Oh, I'm gonna go get my camera. I'm gonna take a picture of the audience." He goes back to get his camera, and the fucking bag gets gaffled too.
Oh shit!
It gets stolen from that open area back there because nobody.
It was a big open. Literally, it was like a loading dock. It was the back open area.
Yeah, like it was a thin air. People just went back there, so boo, 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 and the guy came back. Goes, "Someone stole my fucking camera." He grabs the mic. He throws it on the floor. We're done.
Oh, hella pissed off.
I wish I knew the name of that band too. It was funny, man. It was funny, yeah.
Well, it was literally the train tracks right there. So you see like hobos like walking right there, like they're just looking out, dude. Like for real, eating cans of beans and shit. Like I'm serious.
Yeah, and they probably know to go to that venue, right? They probably.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's on Main Street, so it's like the main freaking strip right there. It's where everybody's at.
There was. I only ever played one show in Gilroy, and I was at this place called Nine Lives.
Nine Lives. Cats. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's in downtown Gilroy, or no?
You played with my cousin. I don't think I ever told you that.
I played with your cousin.
He was on that same bill. He left Skyway View, formed another band, and you guys did a show together at that show. What was
the name of the band?
Oh God, I want to say I think it was Viana or it was something like that. I don't remember if they were called that, but he always went on and on about you specifically. And then when he saw you join the band, he was like, "Oh, dude, so I quit the band and then you get him?" He's like, "Oh, that sucks," And I was like, "You quit the band."
With Drop Dead 60, I never know if it's like they saw us and liked us or saw us and hated us.
No, yeah, he hella liked you guys, yeah.
Oh, right on. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. I mean, that show we played to like no audience. No one. Like no one brought anybody. And I remember, Gavin and I were just like running around. Like downtown was completely empty. Everything was closed, and it smelled like garlic, of course. And we just were, I don't know, just goofing off like in an empty downtown. But I mean, Nine Lives was cool. But was the other venue like right near there or what?
I don't remember exactly how far that is from where the Gaslighter used to be. I don't, man. I always like marvel at the Gaslighter whenever I drive by it now, like where it used to be, Oh
yeah.
But I don't remember where the Nine Lives Club was.
It's crazy, man. There are so many venues, and I don't know. It makes me want to be able to play venues again. Yeah, I know. But we'll get there. Philip, I have the unfortunate position of being the time police. So I apologize. But we are out of time. Sir, it is a pleasure meeting you. I hope I get to chat with you again in the future. Hopefully in person, once this wacky year is over. But thanks for joining us. I felt like I got a little slice of history,
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you. That was great.
Getting more of the history.
You guys were always there when I needed you for my stuff back in the day. We didn't even touch on the old podcast stuff, at the end of radio stuff. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. You need to talk more about that.
That's something else, man. Whole nother show.
Right. That's the sequel.
Yeah. There we go.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
good, man.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Well,
thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Philip, and thank you for our lovely audience to tuning in. Of course, every Thursday, 8:30 to 9:30. This is Hanging with Friends. We hang out with music people every week, make new friends. In this case, new friends. So please join us next time, and take care.
All right. Later.